Gentlemen working across the road have been brought tea and biscuits, and Chris is going to attempt to steal the bickies. It nicked his biscuits off. Did you get one? Did you get one? Yeah, you're doing him a favour. He'll have an insulin spike if he has that. Morning everyone, Nick at B&P. Starting a new job today, a bit closer to home. So we're doing a 75 metre block paved driveway with a contrasting border. As I said in the previous video, my dad passed away on Sunday, early hours Sunday morning. It's now Tuesday and we're back rocking and rolling. I'm back at work. As I stated before, it's very difficult when you run these businesses. I mean, we're booked up for months in advance sometimes. And you know, if I had to cancel this week, for example, we'd have to put them back into end of November. 90% of customers are quite understanding about things like this, but some tend not to be. You know, and I understand if they waited for months for us to come and do a job for them and be looking forward to it, the disappointment. But yeah, so yeah, it's tough sometimes. We have to just get on with it and carry on. So yeah, I shall show you around and show you what we're going to do. Right guys, so we're going to dig out this lawn, this concrete area here, and then basically we're going to go all the way up this drive here. So yeah, it's a pretty significant sized job. They're having a bit of turf retained and a planter, but yeah, we're going to take all this area out here and so on. So yeah, quite a significant size driveway. So we say take all this concrete out. Going to use a machine. We're going to go pick up the hydraulic breaker for the machine in a minute. Probably smash these slabs up with a sledgehammer and pull them back. We'll install a new recessed lid here. Yeah, looking forward to this one. I much prefer the driveways, to be honest. I'm more the driveways guy and Chris is the patio, but you'd think I'd enjoy that, but I find it a bit frustrating, to be honest. I don't really get involved too heavily, so I've become a bit of an office boy when I do that. So yeah, see how it goes. Right, so we're a couple of hours in on the new job. The first load being grabbed, taken away. We've had 2 loads on this job. So yeah, we'll update you when we've got it all cleared. We'll probably get 2 loads away and get some roadstone dropped off later on. We'll move that tomorrow morning, about probably 20 ton. Something around there, I think. Morning guys, well, it's early. Well, I say early, about 7:20. We're about dug out. Just got a little bit more to go on the second load. So I shall show you a little bit about what we've done. We've dug out all the side look. It's about 1 foot deep. And all the front. We've taken the lawn off because we're going to reinstate some new turf there. So as you can see, the lawn's come off. We've scraped the top off. We'll put some new topsoil down on there. The customer requested we leave a little planter here, so we've got to go around that with the pavers in the border. But as you can see, we've excavated now with a machine about 12 inches deep along the front of the house. Look, if you look, the top of block will be here. So it's a bit difficult to see on this letter, but you know, it's a considerable depth. It's about 1 foot all the way around. That's all troughed out, ready to go. Chris will probably have a little tinker around on the machine, just level it up a bit more. This is a piece of kit here. We'll have to talk about this at some point, show you it working. Here's our machine, bless it. We've had it for about 7 years. And yep, the back's all dug out, ready to go. So it will be roadstone today. Put some new path edgings in at the front. I'm going to do a little demonstration on how to do that. So as you can see, we've dug out the front. I think it's a bit of, they always put concrete here. So we'll have to get this out, it's quite a nightmare. I'm going to run new path edgings all the way along to the turfed area here. The old lady's partner just passed away, husband, and there's some sentimental plants in these borders that she doesn't want them disturbing, so it's going to be quite difficult to take these edgings out and replace without disrupting it all. So she's opted to leave that, otherwise we'd have run them all the way through to the end here. Yeah, so I'll show you a little bit more as we go along. Right, so we're just travelling back to my house to drop the hydraulic breaker and some buckets off so we can free up a bit of space in the van. We've got a man like Foldy navigating, the kebab man. He's not working for Just Eat today. Dwayne at Kelly Grab doing his job. Hi Dwayne! Hiya! He's just taking the last of the muck away. Chris is there, just wrecking the job. No, he's just getting rid of the last, knocking the last bits into a pile for the grab lorry to take away. Probably doesn't need to do that, he's just helping. We'll start getting some stone in and some path edgings, which we have been and purchased. So they are here ready. That's my chicken salad, as I need to watch my weight, as I've been away twice this year. So I put £20 on. It needs to come off, so I can put it back on at Christmas, as we do. There we go. You're not allowed to do that.
Yeah, you are.
It's abuse.
I'll report you, bro.
He's reporting. Absolutely disgusting behaviour there from Chris. Right, so to start off putting your edgings in, we suggest we use a probably 50 kg of 10mm ballast and half bag of cement. Should give you a strong enough mix to allow them to set properly. They need to be quite load bearing and quite strong. Obviously it's the first point of impact for the vehicles coming into the driveway. So like I say, on this job we've mixed 2 ready to go. We've also trenched out. Chris is just in the process of trenching out along. So we've got all out along ready, and we're going to start dropping them in and getting them all set in concrete. Also worth noting, local builders merchant Frank Keys has come, and they're delivering the block pavers, which can start hopefully laying tomorrow if everything goes to plan today. So on this job, the customer has requested a Bradston Lumley cobble, which is a 3-sized 60mm block paver. With sort of it's meant to sort of leave a cobbly effect. So let's just open those up and we'll have a little look at them. To be honest with you, we don't really use Bradston very often. We tend to, just down to local stockists, we tend to use Marshalls and Paspave. But not against them or anything. They're a good product. They look good. So let's have a little nosy, see what they look like. So as you can see, Ryan's putting the bed down. Chris is levelling up the edgings. So the idea is to try and set it as close to the original height of the pavement as possible of the existing tarmac, and then we'll run a string line through, try and follow up the line through. So sometimes it's quite difficult because the pavement comes out and so on. But yeah, we'll try and find the levelest, well, the best level through. And then obviously we'll have to adapt the tarmac to it, so we'll put the tarmac back in and place that back in. So it's all going on. Edgings, blocks being loaded. Connell's here protecting the wheelbarrow just in case anybody... can you hold that shovel as well, please? Make sure no one... Can you grip hold of it? I don't want anyone taking it, Connell. You know, I don't want you... There you go, mate. Make sure no one takes it. So Connell's protecting the wheelbarrows as usual. Is it barrow or barrow? You'll have to let me know in the comments. I'm not sure if that's just an accent thing. And yeah, see how it goes. Got 2 edgings in, as you can see, running through. I don't know if you can see, but they're level to the tarmac. We'll try and keep it as flush as we can. The idea is to run and follow the curvature of the existing pavement. And obviously what we'll then do is we'll cut this tarmac back and re-tarmac it back into the edging in the pavement, which we'll show you a bit later on. Number 5. This is the ballast bed there. What we've done is slightly, if you cut them a little bit shorter, miter them down, it allows you to get around bends a little bit more accurate, so you can get a curve on the edging lot, which is unfortunately the natural lay of the pavement. As you can see, it kicks. It's sort of how it did before. So yeah, the idea is to get the edging as level to the tarmac as possible. However, if you can't do that, if it has to be slightly higher or ideally you want to come slightly higher, because then in which case you can cut the tarmac back a foot or so and ramp up the tarmac to the edging, which we'll show you again later on. So then, as Ryan is demonstrating, you want to, what we call backing up the edgings, so put concrete on the front and back side of them to sort of obviously bed them in and so they stay in. So Ryan's dad's upset, obviously he heard about the Hello Kitty underpants getting out, so now we've just got to deal with the backy stains in his mum's moustache, and then we can move forward. Chris is just hammer and bolstering out a bit of an obstruction there so we can connect the edgings to the neighbours existing. However, theirs were slightly proud on the pavement, so we're going to go a bit lower than that, but to the level we need to. Now the edgings are in and concreted. As you can see, Connell's just marking out how far we want to put the tarmac back. So we'll put the tarmac back and reduce it slightly, and then the tarmac, because we'll come and re-tarmac from the pavement level to the edging, so it'll give it a nice smooth finish. Chris is just moving a bit of stone about now the edgings are in, so we'll rake it all to the correct levels now and get ready to whacker it. We've already whackered one layer, just topping another layer up and going to whacker it again. You see Ryan's now knocking the stone about, getting it all level, ready to rock and roll. She's back on the road. Electrical fault, cost me £100, so it wasn't too bad. So my week was pretty bad, but that was one little positive, that she's still going, bless her. She's been going 11 years. So you see, Chris is just, we've got a bit of a pile of stone left, a bit of a pile. Chris is just dropping some in. Ryan's just knocking it about, getting level. We want it about 80mm lower than the edging. The blocks are a 60mm block, about an inch of sand or so. So once this is compacted, the stone level will reduce slightly, give us a better level. So that's what Ryan's doing now. I don't know if it's easy to see on the camera, but you see how the level's starting to take shape. Like from sort of this point onwards back now, all the levels correct with the stone. Ryan's just knocking it about. Up the side now, it's all knocked about ready. So you can see, look, it's got a nice, it's all one level and one fall all the way through. So it'll give us a nice even level on the block paving when that goes in. As you can see, Connell has marked a line now. It's about a foot away from the edging, and he's now going to cut that out with a steel saw, and we'll reduce it by about an inch with it, and the plan will be to then tie this level of pavement to that edging perfectly with some fresh tarmac. Right, so we're just taking the tarmac out. Look, if you see, we've sort of troughed it, quite difficult to finger in there, troughed it out, it's about an inch lower. We'll do that all the way down, and then we can, when the tarmac has come, they'll tarmac it across, and that will give you a nice smooth finish on the edgings. Gentlemen working across the road have been brought tea and biscuits, and Chris is going to attempt to steal the biscuits. It nicked his biscuits. Not. Did you get one? Did you get one? Yeah, you're doing him a favour. He'll have an insulin spike if he has that. Right, so that is us pretty much done for today. We have to have a bit of an early finish. Obviously we've got the stone in, we're just compacting it now. Edgings are in ready. We have the blocks here. Unfortunately we don't have the sand. It's coming on another delivery in the morning. So yeah, tomorrow we will sort sand, screed and laying, and we'll show you some of that. Morning guys, Nick at B&P. It's all go today. I was on site from 7 o'clock waiting for the delivery lorry, who is now unloading the sand. As you can see, we're putting it in piles ready to move. We'll move that about an inch thick. I don't know how DJ Projects copes with all this. I've become like, I don't know if I should start doing my hair and stuff in the mornings. I swear he's got a better hairdo. Both him and Stevie have got better hairdos than me. It's not on. So yeah, I'm gonna have to step my, and this grey beard, look. I've never done well in the beard department. It was either ginger or grey. Never had a good beard, so I'm happy to lose that. Anyways, I should keep you updated throughout the day. We're going to lay it. We've got the tarmac that's coming in a minute to finish the strip on the front. I can't point over there. There. And yeah, we'll keep it going. This is our local builders merchant, John A. Stevens. Got to be said, the best in town, to be honest. Give him a little shout out. In terms of getting things on time, you know, you can order 200 square metres of block pavers and 14 tonne of sand and it'll be here the next day on occasion, so can't complain at that. A lot quicker than a lot of merchants. So, is the boys getting revved up ready to do something? They're not on the clock yet, so we'll give them a minute. So as you can see, we have put the sand down. It's about an inch thick and we have whacked it, or compacted it. So we're just giving it a loose scattering on the top now and we're ready to screed it. Chris is just there supervising, look. Connor's protecting the shovel again in the barrow. Damn straight. And that's it. Right, got some pavers going down. Let's get this driveway laid. Don't do that, Christopher. It's very mature. Right, so as you can see, we've got a majority laid now. Ryan's just finishing off up the top of the drive there. So yeah, marking and cutting in tomorrow. So these are the Bradston Lumley cobble. As you can see, they've got slightly rounded tops. A little bit dusty at the minute, but majority laid now. So we're going to call it a day. Tomorrow we'll start marking and cutting, dropping all the borders in. So obviously this area here is going to be new lawn. And yeah, rock and roll. Little planter there near the drain pipe, as requested. Borders all the way around here. Morning everybody. So we are on Friday. We're bank holiday Monday, so we have lost a day this week, but yeah, we're getting there slowly. As you can see, we have marked up now for the borders to be cut, and we're loading out the border blocks ready to go in. So we're just going to complete the driveway up to this point today, and then Monday we're going to deal with the manhole and everything else. We didn't want to install it today in case we didn't get it finished on time. It would be dangerous for the customer. So, but as you can see, it's all marked out ready. So we're going to cut this with a steel saw all the way down, and then it'll be concreted in, a gravel trap installed. Yeah, it's going to look smart. So we'll show you some videos now of us cutting it. So as you can see, scribing and marking, putting the borders. And we've got the border blocks in. Right, that's us for this episode. We are next week. We'll be turfing the garden. So we'll be laying some fresh turf and new topsoil down, so we'll be showing you that. We've got a recessed manhole lid to set, cut in, and obviously finishing, and we'll show you that job complete that we're currently working on. So yeah, tune in next week. In the meantime, guys, just want to say thank you so much for the subscribers. Obviously, if you share these videos on your social media and stuff to try and get us a bigger following, that's amazing. Love the comments, love responding to them. Definitely makes you feel like it's worth doing, you know, like when you get a few comments and you have to respond, and at least you know people are watching it. So that's great. Obviously, we've got the £1,000 giveaway, so we need more subscribers. We want at least 1,000, maybe 2,000 before we release the £1,000. We choose a winner. So you know, anything you guys can do to get us over the 2,000 mark would be a great help and appreciated. So yeah, thank you, and cheers everyone for watching. Enjoy your weekends.